Okay. So, I will just go overview the previous class. We have discussed about the basic command structure. It means basic, you can say the syntax of Unix command, how you are going to write. So, already we discussed that the syntax will be very simple, that is the command, that means the name of the command you are going to give. If you have any option, you are going to write the option, and if you have any other argument, then you are going to use the argument for that. We discussed what is the argument, what is option, okay, and we specified is the case sensitive. Then we discussed about you can use from simple to complex arguments based on your requirement, right. And then we discussed about what are the options we have. We will be discussing in details like ls minus l and give the note, it will give you the details of the file. So, what is the use of minus l? Minus l is nothing, it is used for the option, right. That is one of the command syntax, right. You can use for that. You can use echo. Echo is also one command where you are going to like kind of a printf statement. Whatever you write after echo, it will be printing the same, right. So, we discussed about this. Then we discussed about, yes, there is something called as minus z. If you type any wrong command, even it will give you the that command is it's illegal or it's a wrong command. So, it will give you that, Unix will give you that, okay, this is the wrong, what you have to write the correct, right. Then, so it will give you the like, even we have something called as minus a, minus t, these are all are the option. If you want to write separately, you can write down, you can write combine all, and you can write that also, it will work on the Unix environment. So, that is what we have performed in previous class. In previous class also we discussed about the file argument, right. So, file name argument. So, you can pass in argument as your file name also, that is the directory name or your file name, you can give anything. So, we discussed about that, we have created some directory, that is chapter 01, chapter whatever you want to create, you create and type with the minus lat, you will get the result. Then we have copied all this chapter whatever we created into the another folder, right. So, this all what is the exception in that. So, also we discussed we have something called, so there are some exception. What are the exception? There are some exception in case some commands as mentioned here, those are like $p, that means dollar, you are not going to write the dollar symbol. Remember, when we are going through that, we are not going to write the dollar symbol, because dollar will be already it will be available before your command. You can see that arrow mark, that is the greater than symbol, before that only dollar will be there. Just you are going to write pwd exit clear. So, these are the some common command that do not accept any argument, it does not require any argument for that, directly you have to type this command. Some command will work with or without any argument. It is not mandatory that yes, every command will be having some argument. So, that is what it means of exception, that it is not mandatory that everywhere argument will be there, some it will be there, some might be not, right. So, example you can see here we have something called as command $who, even you can use $who and -hu, that also you can use. We will run this command, then we will get to know that ls -l, you can see that in ls it is without any option, but in ls minus l we have the option. Then we are using command called date, right. So, there is also no argument is used here. If you want to use the argument for the date, yes, even you can use, the format is like date plus %h you are going to use. So, based on it's we have that command, we will be also learning in coming classes, right. Some command will work with compulsory, that whatever the option we are going to define, otherwise not at all required. Like you can see that, right, we have the cut, cp, paste, rm. So, this will be having some argument you have to give, like I am going to give cp, cp means copy. What argument? You have to give file name, that is the argument. You are right, you have to specify where you are going to from your source to destination, right. So, these are the commands will be used here.